Angry guy here, and women are bitter as foreign women replace them. Women are bitter as foreign women replace them. Let's just go ahead and jump right into the video.
Would you agree with following statement? A lot of women overvalue themselves, and social media, makeup, filters, and deceptive clothing have a lot to do with it. Don't we all notice a change or transformation of awareness when it comes to a lot of women, such as nobody is good enough for them anymore. Some of them are unapproachable. You can't even talk to them. Some of them leave good men in good relationships because they think that they can do better now. And some of them are so stuck up and use their looks as their currency. But where is the connection when it comes to the transformation of a lot of women nowadays who actually do overvalue themselves and makeup, deceptive clothing, filters, and social media? See, it goes like this. A lot of us women, we are average. We are average. We are like 5 to 6s. Most of us are 4 to 5s. The ones who are actually lucky are 7, 8s, and 9s. But with the support, the help of this clothing, BBL shorts, or push-up bras, or Spanx with the filters and the makeup, making ourselves look like a completely different person, we turn ourselves into 10s.
She makes such a valid point. Like, she said it so perfectly. Most women are fours. Most women are fours. Let them take off their makeup and put them next to the average guy, and then ask yourself who is more attractive. And immediately you'll start to notice, like, yeah, bro is a bro looks better than she does. She's like a four next to she. The average woman without her makeup on, she will turn a guy who is a six into an eight very quickly because of just how different she looks. And it's not just a matter of looking androgynous, it's a matter of just not looking very attractive without makeup. A big part of the reason why that happens is because so few women are forced to actually develop themselves. Makeup does not help women. Makeup actually hurts women. It makes them try less, and it gives them false confidence. When women don't wear makeup all the time, they actually have to invest in their looks. They actually have to take proper care of their skin and not just going around and using some serum. They have to eat right. They have to live right. They have to exercise on a regular time, on a regular basis. They have to watch their diet, the kinds of foods that they're putting into their bodies, and determining how that affects them. They actually have to take care of themselves. They have to take proper care of their skin. They have to actually put in the work to tighten up things that need to be tightened up. And they have to evaluate themselves and be honest with themselves and say, you know what? I'm not actually a nine. I'm not a nine. Okay. I'm a four. And if I work a bit harder, maybe I can get up to a five. Okay. But most women are not five, are not nines and tens. They are really threes and fours. And I love the fact that you pointed that out, because as soon as the makeup comes off, you're dealing with a whole different person. And it's not just the makeup; it's the makeup, it's the bras that make them look like they have something they don't have. It's the what do you call them? The Spanx, or that they put on shapewear that make their bodies look different than they really are. A lot of these women are walking around wearing these fake things to make them look like they have something in the trunk that they really don't have. And it's honestly, I find it shameful. And so many guys get lost in this because they bring her home and then it's a whole different person. And without her makeup, you would never even go near her. You would never even give her a kiss. A lot of dudes would never kiss these women if they saw these women without their makeup on.
So we have a whole bunch of average women dressed up and painted as 10s. I mean, this happens way too much and it's getting out of hand, dear ladies and gentlemen. Don't get me wrong, I love my makeup too, but at the end of the day, I still look like myself when I apply my eyeliners. As you can see, I barely wear lipstick. But this video is not about me. Let's look at some clips, and boy, oh boy, it's getting out of control.
I mean, guys, the thing is that, let's be real. And for four to be an average, If a woman is a 4 on average, then that's really sad, because think about that. That illustrates that they're not even up to a 7. They're not even putting in the work. The average woman is actually less attractive than the average man, but because of makeup, they're able to look like something they're really not. That's one of the reasons why when you go back in history, you go back to a couple hundred years ago, when women were not putting on all this makeup. They didn't have access to it. It was expensive, much more expensive back in those days. They had to settle. They had to settle for the dudes that were there, because a lot of dudes would say no to them. The only women that typically wore makeup back in those days were royalty. Royalty, because no one had that kind of money to accept powder. You've got to be kidding me. All right, those are things for the wealthy.
100% your look, Connie baby.
Let's get it crunk up on that fun dimension. You open my eyes, and I'm ready to go. Lead me into the light. Kiss me, and fill me with your love.
That wasn't a part of the fucking plan. Broke boys say I'm a hoe and it don't make sense cause I'm way too bougie.
I know it is crazy and a lot to digest, and I want to speak about the last clip in particular because this young lady, she really didn't need all of those colors, different shades and layers of makeup to begin with. She looked so much better without all of that craziness, because doesn't she realize that the color of her hands doesn't even match the color of her face? I believe that a lot of men are not even attracted to all of those colors and layers because you really don't know what's underneath it. You don't know. So you can't really blame men when they're like, okay, our first date is going to be at a swimming pool. I'm going to throw you in the water. But women...
You have to understand that a lot of the men that are into this nonsense are the simps. The simps are the same guys that are paying for lonely fans and only fools, because the simps like fantasy. The simps don't like reality. The simps like fantasy. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of these lonely fans, only fools models need to be on the watch out, because these AI chatbots are making a ton of money. They are replacing them on these platforms. They are taking off, and these simps are rushing to the chatbots so they can talk with AI generated girls and get pictures and all kinds of stuff from them. But of course, they're paying tons of money. These chatbots are expensive, and they're only going to continue growing more and more and more. One of the most famous models in the world right now is an AI girl, is an AI generated woman, and she is making tons of money off the simps. The simp economy is no joke, but you have to understand that men are going for that economy, and they're going to be pushing a lot of women out of that economy using AI. The simps don't see human beings. All they see is lust and desire. And women don't get it that these simps ain't loyal. Simps are not loyal, all right? Just like how wherever the wind blows, a woman's emotions will go. It's the same thing with a simp, all right? As soon as they see another pretty face that they can simp to, they're going to jump over there. The woman who makes it the easiest for them to simp, she's going to get their attention. And the crazy thing is, you offer a chatbot that they can simp to easily 24 hours a day. They don't care that it's not real. Put generative AI in there so that they can actually talk to it like they're speaking to a real person on the screen, guys, because that's what's coming. They're going to be able to talk to these women using a webcam, and it's like you're going to have a full conversation with her. They're in a real relationship with her, and that's going to be it. Because once they have that experience, they are not going to talk to these bio girls anymore. All right, they're going to be done with bio girls. When you can have a full conversation with an AI generated model, and she's just having a back and forth conversation with you. That's what's coming right now to Echo devices. They have generative AI where you can speak back and forth with the devices, and that's what's going to come. That's what's coming to these chatbots very soon. You're gonna have these back and forth conversations, but it's gonna be via webcam or or in the metaverse. That's why these devices have eye tracking, or a lot of people are just gonna use their cell phone, And she, she's gonna see you, you're gonna see her. When I say she, the auto-generated, chick, and it's like they're gonna have back and forth conversations, and they don't care anymore. They're just gonna act. They're gonna. These simps aren't loyal, and that money that they're piling into, bio babes, they're gonna give it to these apps, and it's gonna be men who are collecting that money. But let's continue.
And come prepared because they have waterproof makeup and all of that, so you can't even do anything about it. Speaking of men not knowing what they are getting themselves into when they are dealing with women who wear a lot of deceiving makeup, the next clip is really going to make everyone take an extra breather. Watch this.
Some of them men think they freak this like we do, but no, they.
Guys, are you still with me? Please let me know you are still there. I know, I should have prepared you for what you were about to see. But how do these women wake up with these, looking like these little creature in these Harry Potter movies, but walk outside of the house looking like Beyonce and then expect men to kiss their feet? How? It doesn't make any sense, but that will let you know how delusional some women are. To be honest with you, who actually enabled women to behave a certain way when they look a certain way, really underneath all of that mess? It was these simps online. It's all because of them. It's because of their fire emojis, their kiss face emojis, the money that they send these women, the gifts that they sent these women, because these men, they cannot control themselves. They are just driven by their genitals, driven by their emotions. They don't have no self-control. All they do is drool. So gentlemen, listen to this. If you ever come across a woman, if you ever meet a woman and she is looking like these Instagram baddie type women, don't pay her no mind. Don't pay no attention to her. You know why? Because women like that are just used to being the center of attention, and they live off of attention. If you don't give these women the attention that they are used to, then they will make them realize that you are outstanding. Outstanding out of the crowd of simps.
And you know something, guys, about this? One thing I've noticed about a lot of those girls that look super beautiful, and guys, a lot of them, they smell like they often have a bad smell because they think that they're so pretty and they're so outstanding that they don't even have to wash up properly. A lot of them are like that. Like you'll feel like you'll smell something musty and you're like, what the heck? Nah, that can't be her. That cannot be her. And it's her, dude. It is her because she doesn't care. Guys, she puts on the makeup, she puts on the dress. You don't even realize this girl hasn't taken a bath in 4 days. She has taken a bath in 4 days and she hasn't changed her undergarments in that long. All right. It's some really gross stuff. Really gross stuff. Doesn't do laundry. You know how she does it? You know how she does laundry? When something starts to smell, she goes over to the laundry heap and she puts on something that was just she had already been wearing for a while. So she wore that previously and she just goes and switches it around. And she does that for a couple of months. That's how she does laundry, all right? Guys, they don't cook, they don't clean. So how the heck do you expect them to have clean clothes? How do you expect them to have clean clothes if they don't cook or they don't clean? All right, because if they're not washing dishes, they're not washing their clothes. You don't. How often do you see them at the laundromat? Let's be real with that. Come on, y'all.
Who would always behave a certain way when an Instagram baddie looking woman enters a room. So women's logic and psychology is very confusing at times. That's why a lot of us are so confused and really don't know what we want. We'd be interested in the guy who pays the less attention to us, because when a woman, an Instagram baddie type woman, realizes that you don't behave like the rest of the guys do, that what she's actually used to, she will like, wait a minute, why is he different? That's interesting. Let me go try to check him out. That's how these women operate. That's how they think. I mean, why do you think so many say on the internet, and I'm sure also in real life, the moment a guy shows interest in me, I am not interested anymore? First of all, I don't understand that logic to begin with, because if I find someone attractive and I notice that they think that I am interesting too, we're good. We're just gonna, do whatever we do from there. But for these women to sit there and be like, okay, wait a minute, when a guy shows that he's interested in me and he really wants to get to know me, that's when I turn around and just do me. What? Like I said, women are so confusing. But I would like to present to you another interesting and important factor why some women, especially in America, overvalue themselves because of the way they apply their makeup and wear their hair and wear their clothes. I mean, I could just sit here and make assumptions all day long, but you know who will not lie to us, ladies and gentlemen? Numbers, facts, and data. This diagram shows us the amount of money that is spent by country on beauty products. America, you clearly won. Those were the numbers for 2023. I mean, $90 billion. $90 billion, that is quite a lot of money just to be spent on beauty products. That's crazy. Also, Kylie Jenner, the youngest member of the Kardashian clan, has helped a lot of women to feel better about themselves by making them buy her lip filler lipstick kit. Let's just take a look at the numbers or the amount of money that she made with her beauty line. So this diagram actually shows us how much money Kylie Jenner was able to make with her lip kit sets. I just found this very interesting. Listen to this. Her brand's most successful range was the holiday collection launched November 21, 2016. It made a reported of $19 million in a single day. In one day? So you are meaning to tell me that Kylie Jenner was actually able to sell women a delusion worth $19 million in one day alone just for one type of lipstick? That is absolutely crazy. The thing that disturbs me the most when it comes to women overvaluing themselves just because of the pain that they throw into their face every single day is the fact that they are out there rejecting men who are trying to be nice, who are trying to talk to them. Girl, you don't even look like that underneath all of that crap that you are paying so much money for. So it's really unfair to the gentlemen out there because a man cannot, just open up a closet and wear some muscles or just pull out the Benz out of his garage and just pretend that he's somebody that he's really not in real life. He can't run around looking all diesel and muscular one day and then go ahead and rock his pooch belly the next day. It's not fair. That's why this is another reason why so many women are absolutely delusional. And especially the more makeup a woman wears, the more issues she has. Trust me, I know. Men, on the other hand, they have to put in work, be consistent, be on a healthy diet, no excuses, just to get turned out by women who are afraid to show their real face. I mean, just think about it. But you know what, gentlemen? Honestly, every time an Instagram baddie looking woman is turning you down, you dodged a bullet. Because most of these women, they are narcissistic and they are selfish. Really no fun to be with. And honestly, gentlemen, I know, and a lot of women like myself know, that the most of you prefer your woman to be as natural as possible. So this is the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like, leave a comment. I always enjoy interacting with you guys, and also be prepared for some more content. And I'm gonna try to go live here and there on YouTube. Just excuse me because I'm kind of new to the platform. I'm still trying to figure things out, but just bear with me because I'm here for you.
Guys, men are basically done. Men are done with Western society. They're done with relationships with Western society. They are done with it. They're tired of it. They're tired of the games, the lies. And like I said, you saw these videos for yourself. They are so ridiculous. They put on these makeup. They put on the fake up. They put on the fake clothing. They put on the shapewear. And all of a sudden, they are something that they are not. And then they turn around and they get angry when they say that guy sold them a dream. Come on, y'all. What do you guys think regarding this? Women are bitter as foreign women replace them. I want to know your thoughts in the comments, so let's talk about it there. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away, and cheers.